Label 4 clean microfuge tubes, K+, K-, A+, and A-. 0.
Now that we did step number 1, we're going to move to step number 2. We're going to add the correct amount of each reagent into the tube as shown on this table right here. We're going to be using our K+ tube and adding each of these ingredients to the K+ tube. We're going to use micropipettes to dispense all of these measurements into each of the 4 tubes that we have labeled.
We're going to put 4 microliters of restriction buffer in each microcentrifuge tube.
And which pipette is this?
This is the 20 microliter pipette.
Okay.
Alright, I have the P20 micropipette and I have set it to 4 microliters. Now I'm going to pipette into the K+ tube. I'm going to pipette Pecan R plasmid, which is right here, into the K+, and into the K- tube. I'm also going to pipette the same amount as well.
A- tubes. Cool. I will be adding PARA plasmid to both of the A's in 4 microliter quantities. Yep, we're good. I can open this. There we go. Is this a new tip?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Such a small amount. Yep.
I didn't even see anything.
I know, it's hard to see. You really have to get into eye level.
Is there anything in it?
Yeah, there is. Now you actually have to pick that up and put it in. Because it's only at the bottom that I put the tiny microliters. Are you putting another 4?
Into the next one.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Perfect. Okay. Alright, we're going to do the next step, which is step 4D, add BAM HI, 2 microliters into K+ and into A+. So we have our BAM HI, and we are opening K+ tube and A+ tube, or eventually A+ tube, K+ tube first. I put mine in the very bottom of the there, so I don't know if you want to pick it up once you finish. And next we're going to do step 4E, add 2 microliters of distilled water into the K- tube and into the A- tube. So we have our DI water over here, and we will micropipette 2 microliters. To mix it up, it is such a small amount. We need to hit it on the table or tap it on the table to get it all to the bottom, and then we can flick it, or we can use the micropipette and get a new tip and push the lever up and down to mix it as well. Now we are going to spin the 4 tubes in the microcentrifuge for 5 seconds to pool the reagents at the bottom of each tube. Gabriella over here is loading up our microcentrifuge tube, or our
Go for it.
Our centrifuge, and turning it on. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5.
Wonderfully done.
So step 6 says place all 4 tubes in a floating rack in a 37 degrees water bath, but in this case we're going to use a 37-degree incubator for at least 1 hour, but no longer than 2 hours. So Gabriella here has our microcentrifuge tubes, and we're going to go put it in the incubator at 37 degrees. Oh, this is it. Awesome. Now we are going to do ligation. We are placing the K+ and A+ tubes into 70-degree water bath for 30 minutes. Now it has been 30 minutes. We are going to remove the K+ and the A+ tubes from the water bath and place them in our rack.
Transfer it to the other vector, right, which is the A vector, right? That's the kind of goal. You want to glue it back. Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Like so. So now, using new tips for each reagent, add the following directly into the bottom of the LIG tube. So we have a tube labeled LIG that we have in our rack here.
It's our is it our ligma tube?
Ligase, and we are going to add 4 microliters of our A+ tube using our P20 micropipette. Getting a fresh new tip, we will take our A+ tube and get out 4 microliters and put it in lig.
In the lig tube?
Now we need 4 microliters of K+, and we're going to add it into our lig tube. So we got our K+ tube, we'll add it into lig.
Doctor.
Thank you.
Scalpel. Forceps. Well done, doctor.
Beautiful.
Now we will add 3 microliters
bottom.
of the 5X buffer to the ligase.
Doctor.
Thank you.
Scalpel. Forceps. Well done. Nicely drawn.
I don't feel like that was right.
Oh, you have to balance it.
You gotta add another tube there.
All right.
Balance it.
Oh, they're gonna break up.
Yep,
Excellent technique, doctor.
Beautiful.
it's in there. How much of it?
Next is 2 microliters of DI water.
Look at it go.
Oh, I think I set it out there.
Imagine if carousels went that fast.
2 microliters of DI water.
That'd be fun.
The fun never ends. I'd assume
This environment is very quiet.
And we're done.
you would get a mass.
Now we mix the reagents by flicking the tube gently. Now we are incubating our lig tube in a hot plate for 37 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. Load in 2 microliters of our gel green into each of our microcentrifuge tubes, meaning A+, K+, A-, K-, and our lig or ligase tube. So I'm using our P20 micropipette. I have the gel green. I add 2. I have it set to 2 microliters. I cannot see where gel green is in here.
It's at the bottom.
Well, I would
Well,
assume
it's kind of all
so.
over the place. You want me to centrifuge
There
it?
we go.
I think it should be okay. I got enough in there. So let's do that guy.
Within like seconds or minutes. So you need a supercomputer. But supercomputer is basically devising like
I touched it. I'm gonna get a new tip.
Yeah.
New tip.
Oh, no, they're not really big. They're actually very tiny.
So I did this one, now I'm on to this one.
This is very big.
She went to see Santiago
it's getting very tiny. I have a supercomputer in my lab, and the computer is like this big, and that guy could run the whole entire genotyping. So technology is getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
And our last one.
You need a big machine, like having a big fan to pull stuff down. That also could be a reason, but when you're running like large samples, you just need a very good gaming laptop or not that desktop. So let's get it done.
Okay.
We've had our ligase in there for 20 minutes. We're going to take it out and put 2 microliters of green dye in it.
Now we're gonna load our gel into load all of our samples into the gel.
What kind of research you have done?
And we are going to follow the order over there of K minus, K plus, A minus, A plus, and then the like. And we are going to load each solution into our gel.
So these guys here, go ahead and throw those away.
How does it look?
That's pretty good. Let me get the tips.
So we are using 7 microliters on our P20 micropipette.
So she has.
This is the final results of our gel electrophoresis. And voila! Kyle!